Hey, good morning, everybody. This is going to be a really quick one. I'm in Carlinville, Illinois. I'm going to be in St. Louis in just a few hours. It's about 11 o'clock my local time. I should be checking out right now. They said I can stay till 12. I'm in the city of Carlinville, but I'm at the Carlinville Motel, very historic Route 66 motel. And I got to say, between this and the Munger Moss, this is an awesome place. I'm going to do a whole review about this place later. If you are a Route 66 enthusiast, a motorcycle rider, someone who's looking for true Americana, the Carlinville Motel in Carlinville is awesome. Awesome. It's a great location, great bed. I slept great, very spacious. I wish I could stay all day. If I knew this, I would have booked this 2 days in a row, and I just stayed here all day today. Relax, catch up, edit some video. But no further ado, I'm going to say thanks to a couple of people that made a huge difference in my day yesterday. So I left Braidwood, and the first thing was thanks, David, for showing me the jail in Gardner and giving me a quick little mini tour of your hometown. Very impressive. Thanks for letting me mic you up and get on my YouTube channel. That meant a lot to me, and it was really cool meeting you. And I'm sure that we will keep in touch. Say hello to your wife. I forgot her name, and I apologize. I wrote it down, and I lost the note, but I'm sure I can find it. Thanks, David, for my the town of Gardner tour with the jail and the streetcar. All these videos were already put on, so anyone's curious about it, look at a previous video. I don't even know if I said it was day 10. Day 10, Tuesday the 21st. I don't even know if I started it that way because I'm thinking about packing up and getting out of Dodge. But and most of the stuff you're going to see punched out today on Facebook and on YouTube was all the events that happened yesterday. And speaking of yesterday, I hit rain twice, and the first time I hit rain, I kind of got soaked. The mesh jacket, the climb induction jacket, is a great jacket, and it comes with a waterproof liner. So I pulled over at the Dwight Historic Texaco station, got some shelter, went ahead and geared up, visited with the volunteer that was running it. Ironically, Holly from the launching pad, who I did an interview with, she came with a group of people, and her and I ran into each other like at 3 different locations down Route 66 in Illinois because she's doing what I'm doing. She's learning more about it, and she's getting to know her community and getting to know other Route 66 happenings. And it was just so cool to see this person who opened up the launching pad that I was so excited about, and meeting her, and she's a celebrity, and she's got this great location. All the museums have the Gemini Giant holding the rocket, and here she is being a tourist in her own element. And I just thought that was awesome, Holly, and it was really good to run into you a few times yesterday. One significant thing that also happened yesterday, that, like I said, I'll say it all the time, you got to get out and experience it. This is not in any tour book. So the rain lightened up, and the guy at the Texaco station, he goes, "Hey, right across the street at this family diner, really good food." So I went over there and got out of the rain and was eating really good breakfast. And I was having some light conversation with other people in the area, and we started talking. Someone else was in the Air Force. We were talking about the military, and they left. And I got time for me to go, and I stood up, and this lady had overheard a conversation and about my travels, and she said, "Hey, God bless you, safe travels." And I replied to her, "Thank you very much for acknowledging that," and it makes me feel really good that people on Route 66 or people in these small towns, put those blessings on you. And I thought, so we got in a short conversation. The waitress comes up to give me the check. She goes to hand me the check, and this lady takes the check out of the waitress's hand and says, "No, I got this." I said, "No, ma'am, no, that's fine. I appreciate it, but no, I can. I got money. I can pay." She goes, "No, you're a guest in my town. I really enjoyed talking to you, and I think that's really cool what you're doing. Coming in and traveling to 66 and seeing all of us. So this is what I want to do for you. No questions asked." And I have a picture of her and I on Facebook, and I just wanted to say thanks once again. I hope I gave you a card, and I hope I pronounced your name right. I was calling you Ed, but your name is Edmonda. And I met you in breakfast when I was having breakfast in Dwight, Illinois. Thank you very much for doing that. Very unnecessary, very unexpected, but very, very appreciative to levels you won't understand. This is why I'm doing this trip. Not to get a free meal, but to experience what rural America is all about. And like I said in the caption of you that I put on you for Facebook is, America doesn't need to become great again. America is great. It's because of people like you, and other people that don't think America's great need to be like you and go out and experience the environment that you guys provide. So thank you so much for reinstilling what I always wanted America to be. And that is honestly why I think I run into so many tourists on Route 66, is because they really, and I'm going to try not to get too slanted on this, but they don't want to put up with a lot of garbage that's going on in any country, whether it be, factions, different beliefs of whatever the myriad is. They want to enjoy what their vision of America is, the real essence, and you find that on Route 66. You really do. Hey, a big shout out to my Ford truckers at the historic Dixie truck stop. Now, people may think that, and this is not a joke, but people may think that, why would somebody want to go see a truck stop? Look up Dixie Truck Stop in McLean if you guys are curious. I'm not going to have time to really explain it on this video, but look it up. For some reason, it was a passion of mine. I love to travel. I have stopped off at a lot of truck stops. The Dixie one has been there like since the 30s. I always had this vision of a community where, truckers were coming out of the storm or the weather and, waiting out a storm, this old rustic gas station, truck stop, and then they would go on their travels. And then when they return, they stop in and say, hey, remember me? And you kind of build a sense of community, a sense of family. Now, I do think that Pilot or Flying J is actually the corporate had bought it, but it still has that small hometown feel. So to my Ford trucker fans, which are also on Facebook, I want to give a shout out to Barry, David, Todd, and Todd, thanks for your service as a U.S. veteran, and Rose. They were hauling the tower portion of those big turbine windmills. Those things were huge. And we exchanged stories. They saw my KLR and they came and talked to me, and we're all wearing high vis. 3 of us were wearing high vis yellow. It was funny. But we exchanged stories. They told me what they were doing. I'm fascinated. They've been in almost every single state hauling these things around. They actually have one person driving the rig in motion, and then another person, like the co-driver with computerization, kind of turns the back wheels, because these were huge things. I did catch it on helmet cam, but apologize, haven't had a chance to edit that. Thanks, guys, for making my experience at the Dixie, which I really wanted to visit, all that more meaningful. Hey, the guys I met at Denny's at Rolla, you guys were on your way to the zoo in St. Louis. Hope you guys had a great day. You were the ones who found my neck yoke for my neck brace. Thank you very much. I'm heading back down that way. I don't have any of your information, but if you guys are in the area, I think I'll be there in a day or two. No, tonight. I'm in St. Louis tonight, and then tomorrow I'll be cruising through your area. So I hope you had fun at the zoo. And in Atlanta last night, I went to go take a picture. In Atlanta, Illinois, I went to go take a picture of what is called a muffler man. These big, big guys with their arms like this. And the Gemini Giant's a muffler man. It just happens to be that he's holding a rocket. In Atlanta, the muffler man is holding a hot dog. So I pull over to take a picture, and my phone's dead. And Jamie and her mom are walking, doing exercise. Beautiful little town, Mayberry, awesome. I could spend weeks there. I just asked these strangers, I go, hey, do you mind taking a picture? Oh, no problem. And my phone died. So thank you, Jamie, for taking the picture on your phone and texting it to me. Funny thing, after you left, I didn't realize I left my running lights and my headlight and my chargers on, and my battery went dead. So thank God for my wife, Julie, for Christmas. She gave me, and I already packed it, but I'll show you guys later. She had given me a small NoCo charger, and I was like, well, I can jump it myself. And I was right in front of the hot dog guy. And so I started taking the panels and bags off, and right out of one of the other markets I run into, or comes out to check on me, is, where's your names? I wrote your names down, I know I did. Oh, Peggy and Les. Yeah, Peggy and Les. So I'm sitting there, I'm disassembling my motorcycle, and they come up, and he says, hey, what's going on? And that's the way it's been on Route 66. If I stop, or I get a tool out, or I take a panel off and I'm working on the bike, two seconds don't pass until a stranger comes up, offers aid. And he said, if you can't get this thing started, I don't live a mile down. I got cables. We'll get you on the road. And I said, if you don't mind, just stand by. I got this thing that can jumpstart it. Just stand by, and if I can get it started, great. But if not, I don't know anybody here. So they stood by, and while I hooked everything up, and we had a great conversation once again, bringing small town America to life. And it was awesome that you guys took time out of your night, made a beeline for me just to check on me. Thank you so much for staying there until I got started. And thanks for taking those pictures, because once I got started, you guys were able to take more pictures of me. So thank you for doing that also. I said hi to you guys. Hey, Tim and Tracy from Gemini Giant. I never made it to the mill. I just got wrapped up in some other things, and then I ran late and kind of got frustrated with the rain a little bit. So I never made it to the mill. I apologize for that. Thanks for the offer to get me in contact with somebody to show me around. But hopefully I'll be out here again. But you and I, all of us will keep in touch for sure. And you guys ever get to Riverside, you got a guest room to stay in. Holly, it was really interesting to see you traveled. Holly from Gemini Giant, the owner of Gemini Giant and the launching pad is Holly. And while I was touring westbound, she was right behind me with a group of people, and she was getting used to, I think I already mentioned this in this video. I'm tired. If I hadn't, yes, Holly, great to see you out on the road visiting those other places. And Rich and Barbie Smith, also from the Breakfast in Dwight. It was a pleasure talking to you folks. And por mi nuovo amica dall'Italia Roma, bella fortuna, to Sabrina, Simonita, Max. Molto piace parlare tutta famiglia ieri. Io voglio parlare dopo, quando tu finito. Vivo Route 66. Ci vediamo in Los Angeles, Augusto 30. Maybe so, maybe not. I don't know. But very nice talking to you guys from Italy. Really made it special for me to experience. So in English, I met it, obviously, you probably know by now. I met an Italian family at the Pontiac Museum. The Pontiac is the town's called Pontiac, and they actually have a museum that has Pontiac cars in it. But the museum, you should really watch the War Museum one. I was just in awe of the War Museum. Hey, and David at the War Museum, thank you for your service. Thank you for your father's service. His actions in Normandy. God bless the man who saved his life. Very interesting story. You are also someone who brings the lore of Route 66 alive. Thank you so much, David. You and I will keep in touch. I promise you that. And I think I just got about everybody. So let me go on to something on a safety note, and then I'm going to wrap this up. So last night I was driving, like I told my wife. I promise I'm going to be safe, because if you're not safe, you can't have fun. So last night I was wearing my Shoei helmet, which is a Shoei helmet. I just want to point out that it is DOT. It's DOT and Snell approved. Motorcycle riders will know the importance of that. It comes stock with a clear shield. Now I chose to wear. I bought the tinted shield, and I wear that most of the time. This helmet is also designed that if you retract the tinted, or any shield, if you retract the shield, it closes into the visor, and it has this lip back here that I used to have goggles on, clear goggles, and the goggles would come into the front. I actually was carrying them with me up to yesterday, and I sent them home because I wasn't using them. But what I did bring is the clear counterpart shield. Now, here's why I stopped using the goggles. If I was off-road, maybe I would use them because it provides more ventilation. But so last night, it starts getting dark on me, starts getting a little more rainy. I go to raise the visor for visibility, and I'm wearing my eyeglasses, and I kid you not. This is not a joke. As soon as I raise the visor, a bug of some kind flies in right here, and it goes right where my ear's sitting. Another thing about rushing, which I shouldn't have done, is that I usually wear those orange earplugs to buffer the sound. And if I had those earplugs in, it wouldn't have freaked me out. And I didn't put them in because I was just trying to get to the hotel. I felt the bug start crawling in my ear. It was like that, I don't know, the one Star Trek movie, one of the Star Trek movies where the bug crawls in the dude's ear. That I always think about that. And I'm riding. I'm just like, okay, don't freak out, don't crash. I'm on Route 66, so it's pretty much abandoned at that point. Nobody's on the road. So I pulled over, took off the helmet, got the bug out. Oh, man, I just want to get to the hotel. And I was being lazy, and lazy gets to be unsafe. because I did not want to stop and put the clear shield on. So I went a little bit down the road, and in the middle of nowhere was this modernized gas station. Nobody's there with an overhead. So I pulled over, went in my gear bag. I swapped out last night, and I put the clear shield on. And anyone who's a veteran motorcycle rider at this point of the story is probably saying, yeah, you're an idiot. You should have put that on as soon as it got dark. And you guys are right. You're absolutely right. And I'm glad I didn't learn any other lesson in a harder way other than the bug flying in my helmet. But that's what I promised my wife, is that I will make smart decisions and be safe. So if it ever appears to get to where the sun is just peaking to go down, I'm pulling over, getting to the gas station. The way they designed this, there's a lever here, and it's easy. If you knew how easy this was, all you would think I'm stupid. And if all you think I'm stupid now for not doing it, I wouldn't argue with you. But these visors pop off very easy. It's a quick swap. Stay safe. Good visibility at night. It's during the day now, so I put my tinted one back on. A lot of people do not run tinted. They'll run regular ones with sunglasses underneath, and some of them have dual visors that's clear and tinted. But that's just my safety point for today. I was fortunate. I didn't have to learn anything the hard way. I controlled the bike when the bug flew in. And then I said, you brought the tinted visor for a reason. I mean, if you brought the clear visor for a reason, use it. Don't be stupid. I got to get on the road, people. I was going to try to hit the museum in Litchfield, Illinois, and one other stop. I got about an hour and a half to 2 hours of ride time, but that always turns into 3 to 4 hours. So I'll be on the west side of St. Louis tonight. I don't know what I'm going to be able to push out there today as far as what I'm doing today. Maybe just some photos, and I'll wait till I get to my hotel in St. Louis to do anything else. Remember, life's an adventure. Enjoy your passion. Get out there and do it like I'm doing it. It doesn't matter if it's travel. It doesn't matter if it's pursuing your education. It doesn't matter if it's being a good humanitarian and helping your neighbor. It doesn't matter if it's a project you have in your house. If it's a passion of yours, it may not be my same passion. We can respect it. We don't have to follow each other's passions, but that's my point. I always say get out there and ride. If you're a motorcyclist, yes, get out there and do it, and you probably do. But for everybody else, the message I want to send, whatever your passion is, don't wait till tomorrow, because tomorrow may never come. Or you'll procrastinate to be later. So this has been an awesome experience. I can't begin to really even explain it. So like, subscribe. Don't forget to get out there and ride. Life's an adventure. Make your journey a good one.